Ladies and gentlemen, I've always opined on this platform severally that in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence, and that everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. Nothing in politics just happened for the sake of it. Earlier today, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, who is the co-chair of the bipartisan team at the Bomas of Kenya, met somewhere in Nakuru during a workshop on electoral reforms with Musalia Mudavadi. If you ask me, that meeting was not by coincidence. It was intended to achieve a specific political objective. And because of that meeting, in my view, Rigathi Gachagua is not a very happy man for two main reasons. The fact that Mudavadi and Kalonzo met, and their presence was interpreted to mean the presence of government for Musalia Mudavadi and Ruto for that matter, and Musalia and Kalonzo Musyoka's presence was interpreted to mean the presence of Azimio or Raila Odinga in that matter. Rigathi Gachagua is not happy. Number two, Rigathi Gachagua is not happy because of Musalia Mudavadi's speech. Musalia Mudavadi's speech at the event actually contradicts Rigathi Gachagua's position on the bipartisan talks. I want you guys to listen to Musalia Mudavadi delivering his speech and the way he spoke on the matter of the bipartisan talks. He was very clear, speaking on behalf of the government, assuring Kalonzo and the team about the commitment of Kenya Kwanza government to the bipartisan talks. Just listen to him.
And I want to assure you that I'm in full support, and the government is in full support, of successful conclusion of the bipartisan discussions or conversations that are taking place in Parliament today. We want to see something positive come out of it, and we will go out of our way to make sure that we also see some positivity through that process. We have a country to defend, to protect, to live in, so we have no intention of walking away from that particular responsibility. And as we look at the elections and we do the review, sooner or later we are also going to make public a draft bill so that there can also be proper public participation and dialogue around it on the issue of transition of executive authority. Because what we have is simply the assumption of office bill, which basically just deals with the ceremony at the end of the day. A committee is set up, they prepare, and they're just preparing for the swearing in of the elected president, and then it's basically done. But transition, and even as you talk of transition in this conversation, transition is beyond assumption of office.
Now, that is Musalia Mudavadi. And of course, for those who follow the politics of this country, you all know the position of Rigathi Gachagua on the bipartisan talks. What is his position? Let me play for you guys these short clips, which one of them I think was the other day when he was in Mount Kenya with Ruto, the other one when he was in Ukambani.
Hii mazungumzo yanaendelea inaongozwa na Mheshimiwa Kalonzo. Hapo hakuna kitu mngoje. There is nothing for you to wait from there. Sasa 2018 Raila alienda handshake na Uhuru Kenyatta. Hakumwambia Kalonzo, hakuenda na yeye, akaenda akatengeneza deal yake na Uhuru Kenyatta wakamalizana. Project zote alitoa kwa Uhuru akapeleka kwao. Kuna project aleta hapa Ukambani? Lakini nyinyi hata hatuelewi nyinyi. Baada ya kufanyia nyinyi hiyo tena mkamfuata tena mkaanguka na yeye. Sisi tumekuwa na kongamano pale. Mimi niko pale, rais ameniambia nikaribishe marais wote wa Kenya na niwapeleke kwake. Mimi niko pale. Nimekaribisha marais, napelekea rais. Nakaribisha, napeleka. Nakaribisha, napeleka. Sasa ile mzee sijui alipitia wapi. Sasa nikiwa nimekaa pale nauliza hii ni rais ya wapi, kufunguliwa ni ile mzee ya maandamano. Bas, mimi unajua ni muungwana, nikamkaribisha namwambia okay, karibu kwa mkutano. Sasa yeye ati anaenda kwenda pahali marais wanakaa, ati akae. Yeye ni rais ya nchi gani? Hakuna mtu amemchagua. So we are also encouraging bad habits. Your Excellency, we cannot allow an agenda to discuss and to audit the general election. Sisi tulikuchagua na wewe ulishinda. And if anybody has a doubt, it is not these people. Hiyo maneno tulimaliza. So tunauliza that agenda should be dropped from the talks. Sikina waendelee nayo, IBC waendelee. Kiti ya cabinet secretary, prime cabinet secretary waendelee. Hii agenda zingine zote waendelee. Lakini wakiendelea rais, mimi na wewe tuendelee kwa kazi ya maendeleo.
And of course you also remember that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka just the other day had to challenge Rigathi Gachagua on his position on the bipartisan talks.
Sasa, that was dinner for African heads of state. And that issue was beyond Kenya. Maybe, ukasema naenda usiku. Sijui kama you expected me to go for dinner at lunch. Light talk. Lakini ikiwa ni mambo ambayo na ramifications. Sasa hivi, believe you me, as I speak to you, kuna Wakenya wengi ambao they like what I'm saying. Na kuna wengine kama nyinyi hapa viongozi, the younger ones.
So in this video, I want to try and link why that encounter is not sitting well with Rigathi Gachagua. But before you do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. And without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to dive in, and I want to be very, very brief. Number one, I think it's because of his personal interest. I've always opined on this platform that politics is about two constants. The first constant in politics is normally interest. The second constant in politics is betrayal. You know, in the bipartisan talks, there is the position of the prime cabinet secretary. That position in this country today is being held by none other than Musalia Mudavadi. So if the bipartisan talks will fail, there is a chance that someone somewhere will go to court. And that position is actually going to be declared unconstitutional. So Musalia Mudavadi is trying to preserve his position. And of course, politics about interest. Rigathi Gachagua would not want that position. Because, for example, if you look at the structure of government today, there are certain roles which William Ruto has now assigned Musalia Mudavadi. If Musalia Mudavadi was not there, probably those roles would have been allocated to Rigathi Gachagua. And of course, Musalia Mudavadi is now using that platform to campaign. And you all know that Musalia Mudavadi wants to be the president in 2032. Rigathi Gachagua wants to be the president in 2032. And because of those interests, one of them is getting, one of them is not getting. Number two, in my view, is the fact that Musalia Mudavadi is talking about government commitment to the talks. Now, who do you think is behind the bipartisan talks between Raila and Ruto? For me, I've always believed that there are some powerful forces behind that talks. And those powerful forces are actually beyond Raila. They are beyond Ruto. And that's why if you paid very close attention to Raila Odinga's speech while he was in Bondo the other day, he was very clear that he's giving the bipartisan talk chance to progress. And if he's going to succeed, the better. Why do you think he was saying that? And he actually stated that because of that talks, he is currently gagged. And why do you think William Ruto is not really talking bad against the talks? It's because there are certain powerful individuals. And why is Rigathi Gachagua opposed to the talks? Of course, because of political interest. But the fact that Musalia Mudavadi could stand the way he stood before lawyers and commit and endorse very strongly as a government, it means something. Number three, in my view, something is also convincing me that as far as the bipartisan talks are concerned, Rigathi Gachagua is or has been isolated. He's just there, he doesn't know what's happening. It's normal, it happens. You see, like when Uhuru Kenyatta was with the handshake with Raila Odinga, there are certain things Ruto will just know because he had a few intelligence information. Otherwise, certain things would just happen. And there are certain things which would always be kept secret. In fact, one of the issues which were kept secret for Raila Odinga, from Raila Odinga by Uhuru Kenyatta, and this was revealed by Ruto, and of course someone who was close also revealed to me that time, the fact that on the day BBI report was being presented before Bomas of Kenya, Raila Odinga, a night before that, Raila Odinga was given a fake copy. Uhuru had a different copy. So it happens that someone can actually just be locked out. You are there, but there's nothing you can do. So I think Rigathi Gachagua is just in government. But as far as Kenya's bipartisan talks are concerned, he's out of it. The people behind it is Ruto, Musalia Mudavadi, Kimani Ichung'wah. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. And again, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Thank you, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.